Welcome to the Borough of Manhattan Community College's 56th annual celebration of a graduating class and our second virtual ceremony to acknowledge the perseverance and success of our amazing students. Introducing the President of Borough of Manhattan Community College, Dr. Anthony Monroe.
Welcome, families and friends, to BMCC's virtual commencement and celebration for the class of 2021. I know today's virtual ceremony is not ideal, but things are looking up. We have vaccines, and we are seeing mask restrictions being lifted. All signs point toward a brighter future for all of us. Graduates, you have witnessed other significant events, including a rise of racial injustice and hate crimes. In response, you joined the chorus of collective voices calling for social justice and equality. You were also instrumental in the election of our country's new president and the first woman of color vice president. We also saw one of our very own BMCC graduates make history by becoming the first person in the United States to receive the vaccine against the coronavirus. Nurse Sandra Lindsay, BMCC class of 1994, inspired millions of other Americans to roll up their sleeves and get the shot that has prevented millions of Americans from becoming infected with COVID-19. These events continue to motivate us and help us gain insight into the world we live in and the need to make improvements for the betterment of everyone. You are the generation who can make an impact, and BMCC has prepared you to take the next step. As we gather today, let us not forget those we've lost this past year to this awful virus and other causes. We must remember their spirits and reflect on how they have enriched our lives. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. Members of the class of 2021, today is the day you have been working towards for a long time. As BMCC students, you know what it means to be flexible and nimble. You moved to online learning, continued to hold down jobs, completed internships, raised families, and volunteered in your communities. I know from personal experience how challenging it can be to pursue a college degree while juggling family and job obligations. I'm a first-generation U.S. citizen who grew up in the boogie-down Bronx and attended New York City public schools. I eventually made my way to Columbia University's Teachers College, where I earned my doctorate in health education. It was a long and challenging journey, but I persevered, and I now have the honor to serve as your president and celebrate your academic achievements. The success of any college is measured by the success of its students, and you make me personally very proud today with what you have achieved. Take pride in your accomplishment. Graduates, during your time at BMCC, our faculty and staff have dedicated themselves to nurturing your potential. I want to take this moment to thank them for their ongoing support and encouragement. Your education doesn't stop when you graduate. To reach your highest goals, all of you must continue questioning and exploring. Some of you will go on to further your education, and others may choose to enter the workforce. Whatever path you choose, give it your all. You leave BMCC as educated individuals with the opportunity to build a better life for yourselves, your families, and your communities. Today is the beginning of the next chapter in your lives. Turn the page and let the adventure begin. Again, congratulations. I wish you much success. It is my honor and privilege to introduce the Chancellor of the City University of New York, Dr. Felix Matos Rodriguez.
Greetings and saludos to everyone, and thank you, muchísimas gracias, President Monroe, for inviting me to be taking part of this meaningful and beautiful college tradition. I'm delighted to be with all of you here today. I want to congratulate President Monroe on presiding the first of what I'm sure will be many, many commencement ceremonies, and I want to thank him for his steady leadership during the COVID-19 pandemic. It's been a joy to work alongside President Monroe over the last year. And now, on behalf of the entire CUNY community, I am here to extend my enthusiastic congratulations to a very special graduating class, the resilient and persevering and magnificent BMCC class of 2021. Let me begin with an acknowledgement and a salute. When you arrive at this university to begin your first class, you could not have imagined the events that would reshape our world and reconfigure your college journey for these last 2 academic years. I know this isn't the graduation ceremony that any of us could have imagined, perhaps even when we started the academic year back in August. But even without a procession in caps and gowns, nothing can diminish the importance of this occasion. It is not possible to understate the scale of your accomplishment and the admiration I have for all of you. I am so proud and honored to salute the class of 2021 and to express my appreciation for the faculty, staff, and families who play such a pivotal role in helping each student reach the finish line. Commencement season, I've said it before, it's my favorite time of the year. Like all of you, I long to be able to celebrate the occasion in person, to look out from the days and see a lengthy horizon of smiles and hear a resounding chorus of cheers and have high fives and see families together. We have needed to tweak these traditions, but make no mistake, that does not make this modified commemoration any less memorable. For more than a year now, you confronted a relentless confluence of circumstances and challenges for which none of us could have adequately prepared. From the arrival of the coronavirus and its subsequent surges, to the transition to distance learning and virtual events, and the anxiety of an economic downturn, a consequential presidential election last fall, and a renewed nationwide push for racial and social justice, you conducted yourselves fittingly, admirably, and with great purpose. For many of us, the crisis has been accompanied by personal loss. On behalf of the university, I want to offer sincere condolences to all who are grieving. And still, through all that we've been through, the sacrifices that we needed to make to protect our safety so we could begin to recover and to get to where we are today, you never stop pursuing your goals and your dreams. I hope you're able to look back and feel an incredible sense of pride, as well as a degree of optimism for the way you responded and helped your community heal. Class of 2021, I am humbled by your selflessness, by your kindness to each other. The education that you fought so hard to attain will enable you to flourish as you stepped into a world that has changed since you first arrived. But make no mistake, you are stronger for what you endured and you're ready to leave your mark in the world. We will never forget your courage and resilience. I hope you never forget CUNY, because we will always be here for you. Congratulations to you and to your families and to the entire campus community. This is your day to celebrate. You did it. All good wishes to you moving on forward, and the best of luck. Suerte y éxito.
Good morning, graduates. My name is Marva Craig, and I'm your Vice President for Student Affairs. Today, I'm standing on the third floor bridge lounge at 199 Chambers Street, BMCC. I'm standing in a spot where many of you have traveled to get a college education. I know that you would have preferred that we were together in one space, and we do too. We're aware of the strides our country has made in reopening, but most of the progress regarding gathering in New York did not afford us enough time to plan for an in-person commencement ceremony for over 5,000 graduates and their families and friends. But we celebrated you every day when you achieved the small milestones that culminated in this gigantic one, especially during a pandemic. We celebrated when you completed a semester while a loved one was ill, when you improved your grade point average from one semester to the next. While working extra hours, we celebrated that you got a BMCC scholarship or an emergency grant when your funds were low. We celebrated when you rewrote a research paper on an unstable internet server and got your grade changed to the one that you were striving for. Since we're forced to have this virtual commencement yet again, we will focus on why we are celebrating today. We are celebrating that you are now a graduate of Borough of Manhattan Community College and that you're ready to embrace progress and possibilities and traverse the new frontiers, not only as BMCC graduates, but as the best who we have become as a nation. Although we are virtual, this does not stop us from sharing our oneness and togetherness, which has bonded us over the years. So with vigor and some help from another graduating class, please respond from wherever you are. Start here. The togetherness and the joyful chorus of students' voices will return to campuses all over New York City, and I am sure many of you will be part of the experience. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2021. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your student government president, Josiah Ramasar.
Thank you, Vice President Craig. Good afternoon, fellow graduates. Let me first start by introducing myself. My name is Josiah Ramasar, and I'm the Student Government Association President at BMCC. I am honored to be speaking in front of a new generation of future leaders. You all made it. Give yourselves a huge round of applause. Making it this far was far from easy. There were definitely times when I personally felt like giving up and that this was way too much for me to continue. Attending school during a pandemic is difficult enough. Many of us already had jobs, families to take care of, bills to pay, and on top of that, we had one of the deadliest pandemics that we have seen in over a century plague our nation. I send my condolences to the over 500,000 people that have lost their lives and to their loved ones due to COVID. We are now at a time where vaccines are readily available, and it looks like our country and state is close to making a full recovery. Serving as your student government president has been a privilege I will never forget. Being able to talk to students on a daily basis, learning the ins and outs of BMCC, and meeting with faculty and staff was an experience that I will never trade. Putting together virtual workshops, events, and town halls to meet with you all was amazing, and I wish I could talk to each and every one of you in person. Being the first student government at BMCC to serve virtually was definitely a very rewarding experience, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. But I'd be lying if I said the work sometimes wasn't overwhelming. But then I look back to why I chose to run for president in the first place, and I know that I wanted to change BMCC for future generations to come. Many of us started our journey at BMCC in person and got to experience all the luxuries of our beautiful campus, located in the heart of Manhattan. We went to Fetterman Hall, Murray, and who could forget about 199 Chambers Street, the main building. We enjoyed our fall semester where we luckily didn't experience any nasty snowstorms, and part of our spring semester before COVID shut schools down. I remember that day like it was yesterday, March of 2020. We were all finishing our classes, getting ready for club hours to start, when we received a notification that all CUNY campuses will be closed for the remainder of the semester. So much uncertainty grew in the air. What did this mean for those who didn't have internet access at home? What does this mean for lab classes that require students in person? And what the heck is distance learning? For many of us, making the transition to a virtual semester was difficult, but we stuck through it. Zoom. If you asked me what that was when I started BMCC, I would have no idea, but now I'm able to navigate through that like a pro. We're able to do our classes in our beds, not having to worry about missing the bus or train to school. In all honesty though, we miss BMCC and the memories that we made while in school. For many of us, we're now moving on to the next chapter in our lives. Whether it's going to a senior college, becoming a nurse, a real estate agent, we all did this and should be very proud of ourselves. Thank you all again for having me speak. It was an honor of a lifetime to speak in front of you all virtually and to be a graduate of Borough Manhattan Community College. Thank you.
Welcome. I'm Erwin Wong. I'm the Provost and Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs at Borough of Manhattan Community College. It is my great pleasure to say to the graduating class, congratulations. You've achieved a great honor, and you've done it through perseverance, great fortitude, and strength. You've survived the pandemic, political unrest, and issues of social justice, and most important, you've maintained your integrity and academic achievement while doing things through remote instruction. You've earned a tremendous applause from everyone. Congratulations to you, your family, your loved ones, and everyone else who helped you succeed. This event, we are celebrating your achievements. Each of you has earned your place in the graduating class of 2021. In addition to recognizing all of our graduates, it is traditional to select one of you as class valedictorian. One of you who has completed your entire degree at BMCC and earned an A in every course taken for a perfect 4.0 grade point average. It is my pleasure to introduce your class valedictorian. Fernanda Carvalho Santos is an Art Foundation major in studio art, specifically in photography. She grew up in an underprivileged community in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Most people she knew did not go to college, including her parents. Others in her family barely finished high school. She came to the United States in the summer of 2018, and with the help of her sister and brother-in-law, she studied English through an ESL program offered at Hunter College. As a consequence, she gained confidence and applied to BMCC in the fall of 2019. She excelled both academically and in the extracurricular life of the college. While maintaining a straight A 4.0 grade point average, she was also an active member in the National Society of Leadership and Success, Phi Theta Kappa, the Out in Two program, the First Generation College Student Program, also known as Panther Partners, the Achievers Program, the Student Partners Lending Universal Support, also known as PLUS, Degree Under 3, the Talent Club. She was also the president of the Photo Club, a pioneer of the first BMCC art contest, coaching officers to acquire critical club habits, coach, member of the women's soccer team, and the BMCC Learning Academy. In addition, she served as a facilitator in an after-school program doing arts and crafts with children at PS 140M and the Hudson Guild John Lovejoy Center. She guided and encouraged blind elders to craft bracelets, necklaces, and earrings at Visions. She sorted materials at Good Plus Foundation, and she helped preserve Riverside Park's well-being and its historic nature by planting and weeding as it changed throughout the year. And in her spare time, she may have taken a nap. Currently, Fernanda is studying art at the prestigious Art Institute of Chicago. BMCC graduates, please welcome your valedictorian, Fernanda Carvalho Santos.
Hello, class of 2021. My name is Fernanda Carvalho Santos, and I'm honored to have the chance to speak to you. What an unusual year to graduate, right? Maybe you have felt like me in these past months, wondering if you had made the wrong decision to attend college right now. Whether or not you might have had similar thoughts, or been discouraged this year, or at some point in your career, let me start by saying that I'm proud of you. I'm immensely proud of your determination to complete this journey. Not an easy one. Your hard work has not gone unnoticed. You know well what you had to face, not only 2020, but from the moment you decided to register for classes in your first semester. It was a time for all of us to persevere, and I can say with confidence that one day you will reap the fruits of your determination. As for myself, I had already experienced a 2-year gap after graduating from high school in Brazil, my home country, because of difficult financial circumstances. And here I was with yet another obstacle to my educational aspirations. The truth is, I was not a perfect student in high school. I struggled to learn some disciplines, and my parents always had to talk with me about my low grades. During the 2-year gap after high school, I felt hopeless and uncertain about my future, that perhaps I was not even smart enough to go to college. I looked up at my older sister, who also had come to New York for higher education, and she became an inspiration for me. People doubted my abilities and told me I was dreaming too big when coming to the United States. And yes, I was dreaming big, so big that the dream came true. Coming to BMCC shifted my reality and mindset. It was a space for growth and change, a time to enjoy learning. I was able to go above and beyond my own expectations and even surprise myself with what I was capable of accomplishing. My time at BMCC also reinforced the value of seeking out strong and supportive communities, not just looking for ways to lead, but for leaders whom I could learn from as well. I found an amazing community of students, faculty, and staff that played an important role in my journey. I learned the value of asking for help and finding strength and motivation from others surrounding me. Being surrounded by BMCC's diverse and inclusive student body that shares so many powerful stories of endurance and dedication inspired me to make art that celebrates minorities, confronts social issues, and educates others. For me as an artist, art encompasses the exchange of knowledge, ideas, and skills that engage people and shape society. History is being made now, and I'm counting on you to be part of it. We are influencers in our daily lives, in our communities, families, and neighborhoods. And we possess one of the most powerful tools of transformation: education. My wish is that a few words I have shared with you today will inspire you to grab hold of that tool, to gather all the knowledge and skills you have acquired at BMCC and apply them to your calling. As a BMCC graduate, I hope you become a living proof that starting here, you can go anywhere. And remember, graduation is not summarized by gown and a cap, either by GPA or diploma. It is about your courage and effort put into your education during all these years, and about the bright future that awaits you. Congratulations, graduates, for what you have accomplished and for what is to come. We believe in you.
And it is one of the high honors of the president of the college to bestow upon an exceptional leader the Borough of Manhattan Community College's President's Medal. I'm now privileged to present this year's President's Medal to Dr. Sandra Lisa Lindsay.
I can say that I started here. I went everywhere that I could, and I am back and proud to be back. Thank you very, very much for having me. I'm proud of you for reaching this important day, and I hope that you feel the pride as well. I wish you all success and good health and well-being in everything that you do. Thank you for inviting me to celebrate this remarkable milestone with you today. Remember, you start here, you go everywhere, and don't forget to come back. Thank you.
Hello, BMCC. This is Senator Chuck Schumer. To CUNY Chancellor Matos Rodriguez, BMCC President Monroe, to all the provosts and deans, thanks for having me. It's an honor to address the faculty and staff, the families and friends of the graduates, but most of all you, the class of 2021. Congratulations, you've made it. Now, I'm really sorry I can't join you in person, as I do almost every year, but I'm grateful that modern technology allows us to still be connected on this graduation day. You are special, and I wouldn't want to miss congratulating you, COVID or not. First, a quick word to the parents. As a parent myself, I know how hard it is to raise kids these days and how much you've invested in them. But it all pays off as you watch your son or daughter receive their diploma and become an adult before your very eyes. Let's have a virtual round of applause to the moms and dads. Everyone says your senior year in college will be the most memorable, and for many of you, it probably has been, but certainly not in the way you expected. With COVID affecting our nation's health, our nation's economy, and your senior year, these have been unusual and difficult times. The challenge of these moments are truly unique, but so has been our collective response. The fact that we're still celebrating this graduation and not letting COVID stand in the way, even if we're celebrating differently, just goes to show that New Yorkers won't let anything stop us from honoring what's so important in life. And nothing can take away from the fact that you've earned a degree from such a fine institution of higher learning. We have a long way to go, but for the first time in more than a year, we can start to think about what it'll be like to return to normal. We're beginning to see light at the end of the tunnel, thanks to safe and highly effective vaccines. It's nothing short of a medical miracle, and I'm proud to have helped lead the way in Congress by prioritizing vaccine research, production, and most of all, distribution, so that everyone who wants a vaccine can now get one. And as Senate Majority Leader, the first ever from New York, I worked hard to pass the American Rescue Plan, which is putting money in the pockets of people and small businesses who have been hurt by this crisis, and helping our society recover in so many different ways. Now, I'm pushing President Biden to forgive $50,000 in student loans, a crushing burden for millions of recent graduates around the nation. With a flick of a pen, he could wipe this debt clean and create a brighter future for so many people, including many of you. So, class of 2021, my message to you is simple. Right now, it may feel like the future is uncertain. Many of you may not be sure what you're going to do next, but what has been true throughout history is just as true today. That even in times of difficulty, there are always new opportunities, new ways of thinking, of doing things a better way. It's natural to fear the unknown, and I'm sure many of you do right now. But don't let the harshness of this past year prevent you from seizing new opportunities. They're out there, you just have to keep your eyes open to them. And don't forget, you have incredible assets, a college degree from a great institution, and loving families who will have your back through thick and thin. Our nation is overcoming this pandemic, and we need your help and your courage to rebuild our country even stronger than it was before. This past year has revealed the injustices and prejudices that persist in our society, and we can't just go back to the way things used to be. We must make our society better, and we know we will, because you are our future leaders, and we have faith in you. So I say once again to the BMCC class of 2021, congratulations, good luck, and Godspeed.
President Dr. Anthony Monroe, we're so thankful for your leadership of this great institution. To the highly distinguished members of the faculty and staff, family and friends, and most importantly, to the graduating class of 2021. Congratulations on this tremendous accomplishment. As you've navigated your way through the trials and tribulations of a tough moment for all of us in this country to reach this point and graduate from the borough of Manhattan Community College. Winston Churchill, the great statesman of the 20th century, once observed that success is not final, failure is not fatal, all that matters is the courage to continue. I put it a different way. A knockdown is different than a knockout. That's the Hakeem Jeffries remixed version. A knockdown is different than a knockout because life is filled with ups and downs, highs and lows, peaks and valleys. You can't get from your point of departure to your point of destination without at some moment along the way encountering turbulence. And that is exactly what you encountered in the midst of a deadly pandemic, forced to learn in a different way, to withdraw from the classroom and make adjustments in a very difficult environment. New York City was knocked down. But what you've shown is that you were able to pick yourself up from the perils of the pandemic, keep moving forward, work incredibly hard, finish the race, and now graduate from BMCC as part of the fabulous class of 2021. The best for you, I'm confident, is yet to come. God bless you. God bless the graduating class of 2021. And God bless the United States of America.
We now come to the happiest part of this celebration, the conferring of degrees. President Monroe, on behalf of the faculty of Borough of Manhattan Community College of the City University of New York, it is my honor to present to you the students who have met all the requirements for the Associate in Arts, the Associate in Science, and the Associate in Applied Sciences. Congratulations to BMCC's graduating class of 2021.
Members of the class of 2021, on behalf of the Borough of Manhattan Community College, congratulations to you on this very special day. You have graduated from the family of BMCC students, and you have joined the family of BMCC alumni. From this day forward, wherever you go in the world, whatever path you explore, and whatever contribution you seek to make, you are a BMCC Panther and you are a member of the BMCC community. In closing, as you start a new journey as graduates, I hope you will remember to follow your talents, your interests, and your foundational values to discover your own unique path to living a life of purpose. Embrace the opportunities ahead of you and use your voice and the platform you've earned to change the world for the better. Graduates, you may now move your tassels from right to left, signifying your graduation. Remember, you started here and now you can go anywhere. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Start here, go anywhere.
Start here.
Go
Anywhere.
Start here.
Go
anywhere.
Congratulations, BMCC class of 2021.
Congratulations, BMCC graduating class of 2021.
Congratulations, BMCC class of 2021.
Congratulations to the class of 2021.
Congratulations, class of 2021.
Congratulations, BMCC class of 2021.
Congratulations. Felicidades, BMCC class of 2021.
Congratulations, class of 2021. Start here, go anywhere.
Start here,